All right. I'm here at Occupy Philadelphia, and I'm talking to a couple of the people camping out here. I understand there are 450 tents here right now.
Yes, sir.
What brings
Hi. You guys getting interviewed?
you?
Yes.
All right, I'll come back in a minute because I wanted to follow up on that thing.
Okay.
Who are you from?
Pennsylvania Progressive.
Oh, cool.
All right. What brings you here?
Hi, Alex. How's it going?
Well,
Sustainable. What's up?
we're here. We're homeless because we lost our house. We couldn't afford the payments anymore.
Foreclosure?
Yes, foreclosure. Last week I got laid off from my job that I've been working at for three years. And we didn't have anywhere else to go. We couldn't turn to family or friends, so we had to come here. We've been homeless for 3.5 months. We were sleeping in the Love Park, in the visitor center. And then when Occupy Philly came, we came over here and we got a tent, and blankets and everything. We've been here ever since.
Did they provide the tent for you, or did somebody, or did you have to get it yourself?
No, one of the guys from the media tent came over and told us to come over here that they would be able to help us out, so he helped us get the tent.
Okay. So you've been here for basically homeless 3.5 months.
Yes.
You've been here pretty much since the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. What's it like out in the cold?
It's really, really hard. It's so cold at nighttime, and we're thankful that we have blankets because that's the only way that we stay warm.
Okay. All right.
But it's really hard sleeping out here in the cold, and then especially when it's raining too. It's really hard.
I see that they're feeding people over here. So you basically you've got shelter, you've got some food. You're not just out on the street. What do you think about the whole foreclosure issue?
I think it sucks. Something needs to be done because a lot of families are losing their homes, and I have children, so unfortunately my children were able to go somewhere else because I didn't want my kids out here. But it's just really hard for the poor. The low-income families is really struggling hard, and I don't think it's fair for the rich to not lose their houses or not get taxed, but you always want to hit the poor. We're already struggling as it is. It's hard.
Several of these Republican presidential candidates are pushing these flat tax proposals, which would lower income taxes on the rich and impose them on the poor. Plus, like Herman Cain wants a 9% national sales tax on everything on top of that. How would that impact people like you?
I think it would affect us even more than we're affected now. If that happens, I don't know what we and these other families are going to do.
How about the people who are saying that the Occupy movement people are a mob, that if you've lost your job or your house or something, it's your fault? Some of the presidential candidates and leaders in Washington have said those things.
I've been around for a while. I'm almost 50 years old. And, I know when you're in council, especially Congress and the City Hall, they're going to say anything when somebody's coming against and saying what it's done. But if you look around and look at the statistics of going around here, you have 40,000 vacant homes in Philadelphia, and you got 10,000 people in Philadelphia that's homeless. See, when you vote somebody in mayor, presidential, you're supposed to be for the people. But once you get in office, then everything changes. You don't do anything for the people. And then, first of all, it needs to be jobs in the United States, more jobs, because it's a lot of people. It's 25,000 people unemployed. Well, I think 25,000 or 25 million unemployed in the United States, and everything jobs is going across the country because you can get it cheaper. and it's making people hard. Now the ones that was getting the top job, they had to move down, so that cuts out the poor people from getting jobs in the first place. So now you got all these homeless, and now the government trying to blame this, like, oh, okay, if you lost your house, this your fault. No. The corporations, the big corporations, taking their jobs over there, and then you just want somebody to stand down, don't say anything. Well, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna fight, and we're gonna keep on fighting till it's a change, because it's gonna have to be a change. Well, I hope it ain't gonna be go for the worst, because it can get worse if people keep putting people down, they're not gonna take it, you know what I mean? And we don't want to see that kind of, like other countries just going, you can't even go outside, you know, you have to call the National Guards up. But, you know, this movement right here is like Martin Luther King's nonviolence. We don't want violence. We just want to say, we will have to say and get our point across to the people that is doing this. So, you know what I mean? They can say what they want, but we know the truth. We know the truth.
Yesterday, Mitt Romney made a speech in Washington to, you know, some of the Koch brothers groups, and he was talking about Obama's jobs plan and how Obama is saying the economy can't wait, we have to do something now. What Mitt Romney said in reaction to that was, yes, we can. What's your reaction to that?
Well,
We can't.
Can jobs wait?
No.
If
Not at all.
If you wait for jobs, then it's going to be so many people that is without. It's going to be they're going to get worse than this if you wait for jobs. And then why would you take the jobs from America and take them over other countries in the first place? You know what I mean? This is America. This is supposed to be the richest country in the world, but China, $600 billion. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff, but a lot of people don't know because they don't read, they don't follow up on what's going on. See, a lot of people just walking through back and forth and going through every day and not listening. And then when trouble comes, then they surprised. But if you follow up on this stuff, then you'll know. And it's a lot of stuff they doing that nobody don't know. And then, you know, it's really crazy. I don't like, as far as me, I'm healthy, and it's hard for me to get a decent job. And because everybody else is, you know, a lot of people in colleges have to take jobs that we were trying to get, and it's not good. But I'm from Delaware, but I've been up in Philadelphia about 7 years now. And got married, and you know, and it's nice. I love my wife. But it's very hard. It really is hard in this economy these days in 2011. And going in 2012, we need a better, it need to be a change for the best for the people that they say is down here. Because if you're down here, they don't want nothing to do for you. They don't want to do nothing for you. They want to give the people, oh, we give them food stamps, the government, here, take that. And then, you know, that's...
Well, now they're talking about slashing the food stamp problem as part of the deficit.
Yeah.
He's flashing the food stamps, he's flashing all kinds of stuff.
Eating
Schools,
assistance.
you know, the education. What about our children for the next generation? You know what I mean? So it's a lot that we have to stand up for our rights. We have rights, and we stop. Personally, I don't know sometimes who to vote for, Republicans or the Democrats. You know what I mean? But
You don't see a whole lot of difference sometimes.
Yeah, and they get in there, and then it's nothing done. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you got to research on who you're putting in office, because then you have to have something that you background checked out. Just like Mayor Nutter. Before Mayor Nutter got in office, I never heard of him. I know he was up there in Washington somewhere. And but before that, I never heard of him. But I didn't vote for him. I voted for Shaka
Fatah.
And I thought he was going to be I thought he was going to be a better candidate for mayor of Philadelphia. And because when Mayor Nutter got in there, he didn't do nothing. All he wanted to do was cut the firemen, the police, the libraries, you know, all kinds of stuff, schools, and you know. But you want to build a $55 million, you want to get this $55 million.
Ice skating rink.
Then you want to build 3 new jails, $685 million. For what? And you got all these
What
other
do you
problems.
think of the attempts to move Occupy Philadelphia from Dilworth Plaza here so they can spend that $55 million to redo it?
I don't think we should move. That's how I personally feel, because it's ridiculous how we just struggling so hard, but they got all of this money to come out to build something that we don't need.
If they do build it, why now? It's getting to be winter time. The holidays are coming. But it's something that's blocking your way. Because if we wasn't here,
Yeah,
they
we're
have
blocking their way.
they have those Christmas ornaments, those tents that sell all the Christmas ornaments there, and they wouldn't even do this now. You didn't start no construction on this in no winter time. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna get done. You ain't even finished the one down Parkway yet. So
Yeah, they just want us out of the way so they can do what they want to do. And me personally, I think that we shouldn't. That's just how I feel.
and you had not yet one Marinetta came out here and dressed us or
No,
nothing.
he has
Not one
come
time.
out here to talk to us or anything at all.
So,
And his office is right there.
Yeah,
He
right
looks
there.
out the window.
He looks out the window
Oh,
and
yeah.
sees
Yeah.
us out here. He sees what's going on.
They don't-
He
yeah,
sends his people out here with their cameras and they secretly videotaping everybody out here. They
Why
have
do you think they're doing that?
So they could just sit back and laugh at us, because that's what they already doing. They made a comment, it was in the paper last week, where they called this the city hall projects.
yeah.
Like, why would you even make a comment like that, first of all? It's disrespectful. You know, so they ain't doing anything but laughing. They just sitting back laughing because they're not affected by what's going on. But they need to realize that all of them up there too can be right out here with us.
I know how it could be a change. They would change their mind and give us what we want. If it be 2 million people out here. See, because then corporations nobody ain't going to work. And they can't make no money.
Yeah.
And then if it was 1 million people out here, then something would happen, because they say, oh, we got to do something now. See, but when you got a little bunch of people, it's hard to get your thing across. But if you got 1 million,
Yes.
then you can get something done.
What is it you want? Economic justice?
I want justice. I want a better education for my children. My children deserve a good education, just like the rich people kids do. My children are no different from them. I want my job back. I want a job. Housing. I want something that's going to keep me and my family stable, that we can maintain and afford, where I don't have to worry about if we're going to be out on the streets.
What's your first name?
Lyndon.
Lyndon and
Shawna.
Shawna. Okay. Well, thank you, Lyndon and Shawna.
You're
This is
welcome.
very interesting.